and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this video.
Well, hello everyone, how are you doing? And today we are going to look at something quite remarkable because a viewer sent me an old electronics magazine, Electronics Australia, 1975, and it has an article, Electronics May Unlock, Secret of Khephrun's Tomb. Are there other secret chambers in there? So I'm gonna read this to you. We're gonna go through it. It was done by a guy called Lambert. His name was Lambert Dolphin. So we're going to check it out. Lambert did a lot of work in the Sphinx, with the Sphinx. He did a lot of work with the Temple Mount. We are going to check this out. Check out the findings. Somewhat anticlimactic, I have to say, and somewhat mysterious and sketchy. Something weird happened. But let's get to it. Electronics may unlock secret of Khephrun's tomb. Sophisticated electronic equipment and techniques are becoming increasingly used in all branches of scientific research and are revolutionizing the traditional sciences such as archaeology. This article describes how a new radar sounding technique developed at Stanford Research Institute, California, may unlock the mysteries of one of the Great Pyramids of Egypt. A deceptively simple-looking gadget conceived and developed by SRI scientists may unlock an archaeological mystery that has baffled the experts for centuries. The mystery, whether or not a pyramid chamber lies hidden somewhere in the unknown reaches of Khephrun's pyramid, a monument built near the Sphinx outside of Cairo, Egypt, by the mighty pharaoh Khephrun about 2500 BC. The gadget, a portable electromagnetic sounder that researchers believe is unique in its ability to penetrate solid earth, stone, or building materials and detect discontinuities, such as void spaces in these materials. Headed by SRI physicist Lambert Dolphin, whose professional associations include membership in the Egypt Exploration Society, a research team from SRI plans to use the instrument to see through the walls of the pyramid, which scientists have long suspected may contain hidden chambers and passageways. Most of the other pyramids in the neighborhood are honeycombed with interconnecting chambers, confusing corridors and barricades designed to discourage grave robbers, but not Khephrun's. Really? It appears to contain only one chamber called Belzoni's chamber, after the archaeologist who discovered it. This chamber is easily accessible and empty, except for an unoccupied sarcophagus, stone coffin. Sarcophagus means flesh eater. Egyptologists suspect that the chamber was built as a decoy, and that the pharaoh's body and treasure have lain hidden somewhere else in the pyramid for nearly 4,500 years. From 1967 to 1973, a team of University of California, Berkeley, and Egyptian scientists searched for the missing crypt. Using a cosmic ray detector in Belzoni's chamber, they observed the number and direction of cosmic rays from outer space that penetrated the pyramid's walls. Subsequent computer analysis of 2 to 3 million strikes failed to uncover any secret chambers, or at least any that were closer than about 100 feet away from the detector. For technical reasons, this equipment had difficulty detecting void spaces close in. The SRI developed sounder should not only be able to penetrate these inaccessible regions of the pyramid walls, but should also be able to locate chambers and passageways up to several hundred feet below ground. Egyptian scientists plan to use the instrument to see whether an underground tunnel connects the Sphinx with Khephrun's tomb, and to look for pits in the ground around the pyramid that might contain so-called solar boats. These are vehicles designed to carry the deceased pharaoh through the heavens. 2 such vehicles were found in pits near the pyramid of Cheops, Khephrun's father. The sounder itself consists of a portable radio transmitter and two 6 by 8 foot cloth antennas that fit the contours of the terrain being studied. The transmitter sends out relatively low frequency electromagnetic pulses that pass through solid materials and reflect back to the antenna when they hit a void. The time between the emission of the pulse and the return of the echo indicates the distance between the transmitter and the void. Being very small and of lightweight construction, the sounder can be moved and set up almost as easily as a doctor's stethoscope. It has the additional advantage of giving immediate results without extensive computer analysis. SRI researchers have also developed similar underground sounding equipment for the detection of buried mines, utilities, pipelines and cables, and for the measurement of ice thickness. Reprinted from Investments in Tomorrow by arrangement with Stanford Research Institute. And that is just so fascinating. Note the picture. It says it claims that there is a secret chamber right there, called Belzoni, next to Belzoni's chamber, as it calls that chamber in there. I'd like to know how they know that. I'd like to also know what the results were. Unfortunately, now Lambert Dolphin, now you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, Lambert Dolphin has a website. However, I haven't been unable to locate any results from this at all. In fact, his work is a little bit mysterious and hard to get to. For example, if I go to The Sphinx Mystery by Robert Temple, he actually states, it's quite interesting, further studies were carried out at the Sphinx to follow up intriguing results in 1977. The work was done by Lambert Dolphin. Lambert Dolphin is reported to have stated, "None of us have been able to locate our logs and printouts, even though the 1978 resistivity work was much more thorough than that published in 1977. So that's interesting. So there might have been something under the Sphinx, maybe, but there's nothing definitive, it seems. In addition, I'll link this article as well, Geophysics and the Temple Mount. It says that they had all this geophysics equipment, he wrote this article, ready to go at the Temple Mount and ready to look for possibly a library or something of ancient knowledge underneath Temple Mount. Perhaps the Templars were into something like this, or they found this as well. And this was thwarted at the last minute because the Israeli authorities said there might be a riot, if you do this. So we're very, very, very sorry, but please don't do it. So they said, yeah, okay, we better do what they say. And so he's saying, they were relieved and all this, that they were not, handed out of the country or arrested or anything like that. They were just simply asked, look, don't do this, don't do this. So I have to say, the results to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, seem to be that there are no results. The results are a kind of lost or hidden or something, or they're not really out there, or the results might be ambiguous. There might be it might be a case of, well, we don't even know if the equipment was working properly because of what was described in the article, namely that theoretically it should be able to penetrate the pyramid, but it doesn't really. Which is just so fascinating. I find that a bit weird. It says here, for technical reasons, this equipment had difficulty detecting void spaces close in. So it seems like the results are already here, but it's not even clear on that. So something really weird is going on. And it also says the SRI developed sounder should not only be able to penetrate these inaccessible regions of the pyramid walls, but should also be able to locate chambers and passageways, etc. So so this is using electromagnetics. The previous one, which couldn't penetrate, was cosmic rays. It seems based on this. Who knows? I'd like to see some results from that. I'll link these articles. I hope you've enjoyed that. There are different ways of doing geophysics. This way seems to have been a simple device, almost homemade for the purpose. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Who knows what secret chambers there are? Every time a secret chamber pops up, Egyptologists say, nah, or I don't think so, or who knows. And scientists say, no, we're quite certain something's there, or something's there, or something's there. And then it gets buried. We never hear about it again. Weird. Thanks, guys.